We went into this album with no preconceptions about what we were going to do. We didn't even know if it was going to be an album for sure. We knew we just wanted to have some fun in the studio and see what happens. And it turned into an album that we're really happy with. But because we didn't have a real plan that it was going to be a certain thing, I think we were freer to kind of just try different things, and we didn't worry too much about what the end result was going to be. And so I think it's more relaxed maybe than some of the other albums that we've done, and maybe a bit more like the first album that we put out way back when we started out, because back then we didn't really have a plan either. We were just doing it for fun. I think there's more kind of weird computer-generated sounds, and a lot of this album was recorded just on our laptop computers at home. We didn't have a big studio that we were in really most of the time. It was kind of by the seat of our pants, or just do it yourself kind of. We didn't have a lot of money to spend on it. So there's a lot of laptop generated kind of weird computer sounds mixed in with the guitars and the more traditional drums that we always use anyway. I think that Shirley's lyrics, you asked about the lyrics, and I think that she felt a lot more confident because we had taken some time off, and I think she'd just kind of become stronger as a person and had more to say and knew how to say it better and wasn't worried about what people were going to think so much. So to me, it's definitely the strongest album that we've done lyrically. It was super easy to get a chemistry. I think because we waited so long, and the chemistry had gotten, the mixture wasn't right, and it wasn't really working about 7 years ago. And we had to wait for the chemistry to get right again. But when we did get back in the studio, we'd given it enough time to correct itself, I guess, that it was kind of just like old times, and we just started playing again in the studio, and it felt great like it did back when we started out. We just miss playing with one another, I think, and you know, we always talk. It's not like we broke up and didn't speak. We didn't have a big fight or anything like that. We'd always kind of talked about, yeah, you know, we should get together and do some shows, that'd be really fun, or maybe we will record a song or two and see what happens. It was a really slow process. I think Shirley eventually was the one who called up everybody at the same time and said, okay, come on, let's book a week in the studio and give it another try. I think we've just sort of gotten better at what we do. I think we've gotten better at writing songs, and we've kind of accepted the fact that we're going to sound, no matter what we do, we're going to sound like us. And we've given up trying to sound any other different way, and I guess we're okay with that now. We've made peace with it, and you know, we're not ever going to be like the coolest cutting-edge dance synth act, you know, electronic dance music kind of thing, or the most experimental band on the planet. I mean, we maybe like to be, but we can't. What we are is basically a pop band, and we've come to accept that, and we're having fun with that. I mean, you can kind of do anything within those parameters, I think, and we're happy with that now. We've been having some amazing shows on this tour, and we're really lucky that so many people have come out to see us, and we've had basically a lot of sold-out shows that kind of all over we're going all over the world. So far we've been all over Europe, and we just got back from Ukraine and Russia and all these places that we've never been before. And it seems like the live shows are always, no matter where we go, like the crowd's been really up for it and really excited, and we feed off of that, and there's a lot of energy going back and forth between the stage and the audience. And I think sometimes people who haven't seen us before don't know what to expect, but we're a loud, noisy rock band, I guess, when we're playing live, and there's a lot of loud guitars, and there's a lot of personality coming from Shirley, and basically it seems to make people happy when we have a good show, and I know it makes us happy, and it's exciting for everybody involved, hopefully. I know it is for us. Today we'll probably play 3 or 4 songs from the new album, and the rest hopefully is going to be songs that people know from our earlier albums. You know, there's Stupid Girl and Only Happy When It Rains and all the old stuff that people do. You know, they come a long way sometimes and they want to hear those songs too. So we do kind of try to please everybody, and we also usually throw in a little bit more obscure older stuff too, just to kind of keep us interested. Terribly excited to be back here, and it's we were just talking about in a lot of the countries, even in Scandinavia, we've always had a special thing going on in Denmark, and I know we've played in Copenhagen a lot, and we were talking about some of our wild days off on the drive over here that we've had, like in Copenhagen when we've had a day or 2 off, and going out and hanging around in the park and seeing all these weird bands, and we've got some good memories, and I know that there's a lot of fans, and we hope we don't let them down. I think we always tried to do what made sense to us and not try to, you know, we wanted to sell records, but we weren't willing to just do any old thing in order to sell records. We never tried to go for, you know, like the ultimate pop radio hit. Sometimes people get very big off of one radio hit, but then their career's kind of over because that's all people know about them, and they can't duplicate that, and then they're in trouble. We've sort of cruised along at our own altitude, and we've had a lot of songs that people do know, but maybe they weren't the biggest hits in the world, but they've enabled us to come back and play a lot of these festivals and concerts like this, and we're very happy where we are. And maybe that has something to do with why we're still around. For me, the main thing is that we've been able to see the world with, you know, the other 3 people in the band are my best friends, and we've, you know, had amazing times over, you know, somebody just said you're going to have a 20th anniversary soon, which is amazing to us because it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but just to see the world with our friends and get to have some amazing experiences and get to play concerts like this today, we're very, very lucky.